for some reason, and that nearly crashed my whole computer. So, the spirit, upon hearing your offer, says, "Well, that's really not that bad, to be honest, because you might not remember, but all it takes is you meeting that person again, and you can rekindle the flames of that connection. So how about this? You offer me that friendship altogether."
Oh no, it's so sad. Okay. I'm gonna look at Nia and say, how important is this for you?
Yeah, thinks about it. Dude shakes her head. It's like, you can't let you risk anything for me like that. I got myself into this. I should be the one to get out of it, right?
I'm willing to. But only if you say it's really important.
But why? Why are you gonna risk more for me?
You've risked for me before. You've watched my back. I feel like we've become friends. Even though you tend to get in trouble sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, this means a lot to me. Thank you, both of you.
Okay.
By the way, Rio, since that previous game went on for a while, would you have wanted to have attempted to patch your wounds again?
Yes.
Alright, so give me a medicine check, please. Well, unfortunately that's a failure. You have any potions you want to drink before this?
Let me check. I have no potions.
Alright, well...
Wait, I have some.
Well, this was before he joined the table that he was doing
okay.
this.
I can just heal you.
Well, that's up to you, Lysander. If you see him trying to patch his wounds and failing, would you have healed him?
Of course. Are you sure about this?
Yes.
Alright. Heal him.
Alright, for how much?
This, and I'll give him... How hurt are you?
Pretty hurt.
I'll hit you with a double tilt nudge the scales, 20 hit points.
Alright, with that, he looks to be mostly better. Before, he looked like he was struggling to stand straight, but now he can focus and keep his cool. Still has some serious injuries, but he's not going to pass out from a stiff freeze.
I got another focus point. Let's just spend it.
Alright, so another 12 to Rio.
It's like the coach in the back rubbing his shoulders. You got this, Rio.
Very well. The antes have been set. The stage has been prepared. Now let the games begin! And once again, that lugubrious fog swirls out and completely envelops this table, blocking your vision, Nia and Lysander, and you can only barely make out the people's voices on the other side, but you can't make out what they're saying. So, everyone, well, those of you who were at the table, please private GM roll 5d6. Alright. It's like, alright. Well, last time we let the person in your chair go first, and last time Nim went first like almost 4 rounds in a row, so I think I'll go first this time. I am going to bet 3 4s. And the round passes to you, Mr. Trader. All right, I should explain the rules to you real quick. You either have to increase the number of the dice previously called or increase the face value. So I said that there are 3 4s, so you either have to say 4 4s or call a different face value on the die. Or you could call me a liar. It's up to you. And after he makes his proclamation, you all watch as these shadowy hands emerge from the ground like souls of the damned clawing for release, and they wrap around your ankles and hands and fix your arms to the chairs and legs to the chairs where you cannot escape. Since the theatrics are no longer needed, I figured I'd show you what's really here. This is what's keeping us here and making the game go on. So, make your choice carefully there, Mr. Trader.
So I just make either increase the number of dice or the face numbers, right?
Correct. So either you say 4 4s or you say a number plus a different number other than 4.
4 4s.
So you could say like 2 5s, or you could say 5 2s, but it has to be more either in quantity or face value.
Oh, like if I follow up with 2 5s, that's a valid statement.
Yep.
No,
Oh.
But I'm decreasing
2 5s,
the number
yes.
of dice now.
Yeah, it's either
2 5s is fine.
you either increase the face value of the die or the quantity of the previous die bet. Previous dice bet, I should say.
Sorry, I'm trying to do the math.
If I may interrupt, throw another wrench into it, I think there's another bit to it. Because the way we're doing it, you could just say, like, one person does, like, 1 5, and the next person does 2 3s, and then you can go back to 1 5 and just do a loop like that.
No,
I think
it has to be
I think
different.
The number of dice ratchets, like, it needs to stay the same or go up.
well, you can't bet the same as someone else. That's also another rule.
Okay. Got it. No, you know what you're doing. Go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, so I didn't clarify that before because I didn't think it would come up, but yeah, you can't bet the same as someone else in the same round. Well, within the same, yeah. So, Kyler, stop trying to do the math and play the game.
Yep. And the one going next is Nim, right?
Correct.
Do I recall any rules about not showing another player my dice?
Yes, you have to keep your dice hidden to only yourself.
Okay. Well. 5. 4 4s, you said?
3 4s, I said.
Oh, 3 4s. I crack my neck and I say, liar.
Very well, everybody. Reveal your dice. So, Rio, starting with you, do you have any 4s? If you click on the 5d6 on where you rolled, it will tell you what each individual dice was, Kyler. Do you have any 4s in that pool? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
No, sorry.
None. Okay. So, Nim, how many 4s do you have?
Just 1.
So, if the spirit has 2 4s, he's telling the truth. You hear a lifts up his cup. He has 3 4s. So now to find out. You take 30 points of void damage as the shadowy hands gripping your ankles and
Wait.
wrists.
There's 4 4s on the table, and he called 3 4s.
Yes, so he was not lying. There were at least 3 4s.
Oh, it's at least the game. Oh, fuck. Okay.
And the hands dig into your body. You take 30 points of void damage.
Okay, I would have done it a bit differently. Okay, if it's at least, that changes the whole game. Okay. Oh yeah, I take the damage.
Yep. He's like, oh, so you also have to remove a die from your pool? He's like, all right, everybody, roll again. Except this time, Kyler, you are rolling 4d6, not 5d6.
Okay.
All right there, Mr. Trader, you lost the last round, so we'll start with you. What bet would you like to make?
Two 5s.
Nim.
3 5s.
Spirit is going to try to read you, Mr. Trader. Please roll me either diplomacy or deception, and I will compare it to his perception DC. I'm sorry, diplomacy or deception. He wants to try to get a read on how you're feeling about your first bet.
Diplomacy or perception?
Diplomacy or deception, yes. If you were lying about how many... Alright. So, you feel the spirit gets a really good read on you. So were you confident in your bet, or were you trying to pull a fast one? What does the spirit glean from you? In other words, he beat your...
I have no idea what I'm doing.
You have no idea what you're doing. Alright.
He just grins at the spirit.
Does it seem like...
He can't lie if he doesn't know anything.
Well, he has to know if he has a 5 or not.
Well, yeah. He's not thinking about other people's hands. He's just shooting in the dark.
Gotcha. Spirit registers your recklessness, and he's intrigued by it. Like, I see. You're willing to throw yourself away for the benefit of your friends. That's either incredibly noble of you or incredibly stupid. But 3 5s, you say?
2 5s.
Right, but Nim bet 3. In that case, I'm going to wager 3 6s. Back to you, Mr. Kyler. What is your bet now?
Liar.
Very well, everybody. Reveal your dice. He reveals 2 6s. Kyler, do you have any 6s in your pool?
None.
Nim, do you have any 6s in your pool?
1.
So he was telling the truth. So
This guy's good at this game.
let's see if
Well,
you...
it's tilted in our favor, so we have to try and beat it.
Ooh! Unfortunately, once again, the shadowy hands claw deep into your body as you take 30 points of void damage, Rio.
Okay. I just shove the chair aside and use my tail as a coiled up stool. Okay.
Alright, so you have to remove another die, so everyone re-roll, but this time, Kyler, you are rolling 3d6.
Okay.
And once again, you lost, so you get to start first, Kyler.
Three 6s.
Fudge me. Okay. 4 3s.
4 threes, you say? He's going to try to read you, Nim. Either diplomacy or deception. To see how confident you are in your previous call. Alright. He's not able to get a read on you. 4 threes, you say? That seems like an awful lot. And you know what? I'm so far ahead, I'm willing to take the risk. I'm gonna call you a liar. So everyone reveals their dice. How many threes do you have, Nim?
1.
How many
Zero.
do you? 0. The spirit has, let's see, 4 threes. The spirit has 1 3. So there are not 4 threes at the table. So Nim, let's find out if you are healed or hurt. Nothing happens. However, you have to remove a die.
Yeah, that sucks.
Alright, let's go again.
Okay.
Alright. So Nim, you lost last round, so you get to start the bets.
2 2s.
Very well, very well. I'm gonna bet 2 6s. Your turn,
3
Mr.
fours.
Trader. 3 4s.
The shitty thing is I can't call him without hurting him. I'll say 4 4s.
Spirit's gonna try to read you again, Nim. He's feeling pretty sus about this. Diplomacy or deception?
Well, honestly, I don't know because I don't even know if what's his name is telling the truth. So
Alright. You said 4 4s, is that correct?
yes.
Spirit looks at you, sees your uncertainty. And he's like, nah, I'm not buying it. I'm calling you a liar. He reveals that he has a single 4. How many do you have, Nim?
1 4.
Kyler?
What?
Oh.
3 4s.
Right, but the bet was 4 4s, right?
Yep.
Yep, so... So, that means Nim loses, unfortunately. Let's find out if you are healed or hurt. Nothing happens, but you must now remove a die from your pool.
We're gonna lose. We're not playing with each other.
Spirit says, roll again, everybody! This is getting fun!
I'm gonna turn to Rio and say, he can't call Auntie on you, so if you put me in a place where I'm having to bluff, or put me in an impossible place, then he's gonna get me out. And I won't call Auntie on you. Or bluff
then.
on you.
I don't really like to take in these games, but I understand.
Alright, so Kyler, roll your 3d6 as well, please. And Nim, you get to start the round.
2 1s.
Spirit lifts up his cup to see what he has, and he says, I will wager 2 3s. Mr. Trader, what is your
Can I
bet?
try to read him before
You can,
he says 2 3s?
but if you say anything to Kyler, that would be, or to Mr. Trader, that would be cheating.
No, I'm just trying to get a cadence.
Sure, go for it. Perception check, please. He's very hard to read.
Okay. I mean, I knew it'd be hard with all the debuffs.
Alright, so Kyler, you either have to increase the amount of die that's being bet or change the face value. What would you like to do?
What did the spirit say?
He said 2 3s.
2 3s. 2 4s.
1 6.
He's going to try to get a read on you, Nim. Diplomacy or deception. All right. What is your general comportment as you make that bet?
She is probably just like sweat on her forehead because she's feeling like he still has all his dice. We have we've continued to lose dice. Rio's looking hurt. Like she's probably not looking as calm as normal, just given all the events of the game.
Spirit says, very well. Let's see if Mr. Traitor honors your deal or returns to his roots. I wager 2 6s.
I look at Nim. She was like unsure about her call, right? About the 1d6.
Well, you would have to do an insight check on her, but
Oh, okay. I try to insight the spirit.
very well. Give me a perception check, please. You believe the spirit is lying.
Well, Nim, for what it's worth. Good luck for what happens next. I look at the spirit and I say, liar.
Very well. Reveal your dice. He reveals that he has 1 6. Rio, how many 6s do you have?
None.
Nim, how many do you have?
1.
So the spirit was telling the truth.
Bro. Holy shit.
However, you feel a strange holy energy swell through the chair, Mr. Traitor, and you heal 30 hit points.
But you lose a die.
But you lose a die. Alright, time for a new round. Roll your die, everyone! So 2d6 for you, Kyler.
Oh, whoops. I misclicked.
Let's see. Alright, so, Mr. Traitor, you lost the last round, so you can start us off. What's the first bet?
It goes to the spirit or
It goes to Nim next.
after me.
It goes to Nim next.
1-1.
2 3s.
2 1s. Oh, wait. Can't do that.
Nope, he'd have to say 3.
He will say... We'll say 1 5.
Two 3s.
Well, that was already bet.
Oh. If he says 1-5, can I go 2 1s?
You can.
Yeah, 2 1s.
3 1s.
He's gonna try to check you, Nim, diplomacy or deception, and he will insight check you. How do you appear?
Same as before.
Very uncertain, you mean?
Yeah, just nervous because the whole thing is there's a lot riding on it.
And you said 3 1s, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Let's see. 2 3s was bet. 2 1s was bet. 3 1s is bet. I wager 2 4s. Your move, Mr. Trader.
Nim has how many dice?
3.
And the spirit has all of its dice, right?
Correct.
Yeah, he's got 5.
Two 5s.
We're just gonna end this round 1-6.
I wager 2 6s.
Liar.
Very well, everybody. Reveal your dice. How many 6s do you have, Kyler?
None.
Nim?
1.
The spirit has 1 as well, so he is correct. And once again, Mr. Trader loses the bet. Let's find out if you are healed or hurt. You take 30 points of void damage as the shadows dig into your body, and you must now remove another die. Alright, time for the next round. This is the longest anyone's lasted. This is getting exciting. So, Kyler, you now have what? You have 1 dice to roll. Oof. So roll your 1d6, Kyler. And since you lost, you get to start the bets again.
Just out of curiosity, the private GM role, can you see our dice rolls?
I'm not clicking on them, but I could.
Okay.
All I see is that you rolled 3d6.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, the spirit's also going off of what he gets from reading you guys.
Yeah.
So if you're looking kind of sus, then he takes a calculated risk.
So Nim has 3 dice and the spirit has 5, right?
And you have 1, yes.
Mm-hmm. So 9 dice in
3
play now.
2s.
3 2s, alright.
2 3s.
I wager 2 6s.
Oh shit.
Now, Mr.
3
Trader.
6s.
Okay, 3 6s.
Fuck me, because I can't call you out on it. 4 3s.
I'm gonna call you a lie on that one.
Cool.
Alright, everybody. Starting with Rio, how many 3s do you have?
Nope.
0. Name
2.
You have 2. The spirit has 0.
Alright, I lost the die, but at least Rio's still in.
Let's find.
How, man? How has he won every time?
You take 30 points of void damage, Nim, as the shadowy hands dig into your body.
Well,
it's just,
we can't
he
read
has
him while
more
our
information.
Yeah, our debuff. I mean, I can't get a good read on him.
Like losing
I
dice in
feel-
Bly's bar is basically a
I feel like-
downhill slope.
I feel like outnumbering him is actually worse for this. It has to.
All right, everybody, roll your dice. So Nim, you have 2, and Kyler, you have 1.
So only 8 dice in play now.
Yep, and Nim, you get to start.
Hate my life. 1-3.
1-3. I wager 3 1s.
I scratch my forehead. Two twos.
2 3s. Or yeah, 2 3s. I can put up at face value.
He's gonna try to read you, Nim. And, before you roll, he says, now, if I'm gonna take more from you, I want to do it when you're at your best. That may help you. You feel a spectral hand reach into your head, grip your mind. There's like an electric shock that goes through your body, and you are temporarily no longer frightened.
Oh, thank God. It's so weird that she doesn't even know how to handle that. From scared to death to, okay, somehow I'm fine with things.
Yeah, this ghostly hand reaching into my brain is surprisingly calming.
So perception or deception, Nim? I'm sorry, diplomacy or deception? Depending on if you're lying or
I know,
telling
I keep saying insight, so you know.
That's it. All right, what sense does he get from you? He beats you a roll.
I am telling the truth.
He gets the sense that you're telling the truth about having 2 3s. All right. In that case, I wager 1-4.
Just now it was 2 3s and then 1 4, right?
Correct.
2 4s.
He's got 5. We have 8 in the game. 2 5s.
There's a brief pause, and he says, certainly possible, but given how low your all's dice pools are, I'm gonna take a risk. I'm calling you the liar. Nim, how many 5s do you have?
I have 1.
Kyler, how many 5s do you have?
Nope.
The spirit lifts his cup, and he has no 5s.
Ugh, down to 1 die.
He's so good at this.
So losing this.
Out of character, what I figured out is being able to change the dice face number puts the more dice player in a like an overwhelmingly statistically better position. And usually it's played with like one fixed dice like number.
Nim, you feel a holy energy going through your body as you heal for 30 hit points. Alright everybody, roll those die again, but it looks like you both are down to your final die, so this is the end of the road for usins. Let's see, who was the one he called out? Was it Nim? Yeah, it was Nim, so Nim, you get to start.
1 4.
Very well, very well. I'm going to say 2 4s.
Three 2s.
One 3.
He's gonna try to read you, Nim. Alright. Getting awfully convincing at this game. I would figure with so much on the line for you, you would eventually start to crack. Maybe use a tougher cookie than you look, little one. In that case, let's go for broke. I wager 2 6s.
Can I insight? I know I can't call him, but
Sure. Oh my goodness. He, seems to be more elusive than ever before. Seems to be very amped up by the high stakes and this late stage of the game. It is hard to tell if he is riding the high or if he is trying to hide his fear with bravado.
he's a mystery wrapped in an enigma.
Yeah. Alright, Mr. Trader. Are you gonna call my bluff or are you gonna up the ante? This is your last die, so choose very carefully.
Yeah, you lose your immortality, you lose this die.
So he said 3 6s,
No, he said 2 6s.
2 6s, and there is 1, 2, and he has what, 4 dice?
He has 5 dice, you each have 1 apiece. So there are
There's
7
6
dice in
dice.
total.
7 dice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 7. Math.
7 dice, and he said 3 6s.
He said 2 6s.
2 6s, 7 dice. I pick my ear, flick it off the table. Liar.
Very well, reveal your die, everyone. How many
No.
6s do you have, Mr. Trader?
Nope.
Nim?
No.
He lifts his cup and reveals 2 6s.
Oh, Trader, there goes your immortality.
And you take 30 points of void damage as the claws sink deep into your skin. As you feel,
I stabilize.
you spend all your hero points to stabilize, but you feel something ripped out from deep inside your body that just goes into the chair beyond and disappears into it. Very well. Once again, it is you and I there, Nim. It's almost like our cultish ties are pitting us against each other.
I'm sure you're very choked up.
2d6. Let's go. So you both have 2d6 that you roll. I'll start this time, since it's been a while since I got to. I wager 1-1.
2 1s.
I wager 1-3.
I'll wager 1. Actually, let me try again to insight him.
Sure.
Probably won't get anywhere.
You have no idea.
1-3, he said, yeah? 1-1, 1-3.
Yep. Well, he started with, yeah, that's right.
And I said 2 1s, and then he went to 3.
Yep, he said
Ooh.
1-3, so.
I'm just gonna flip a coin. We're gonna see.
Okay.
You're a liar.
Very well, reveal your die, everybody. How many 3s do you have, Nim?
None.
He reveals that his pool was a 1 and a 3.
And then I'm out. There goes my friendship.
Let's find out if you are hurt or healed. Ooh, you take 30 points of void damage as the shadows dig into your body. They seem to hold you in place for a few seconds, but then they let you go. And you feel like something else is taken from you. The spirit chuckles. I don't think I've won this big in a millennia. I think yous all are my favorite players.
It was.
Yeah. I'm feeling in a generous mood, so how about this? I'll either let you all take this mystery brew, or I'll let you ask me 2 questions. But it has to be a unanimous decision. Otherwise, you all get neither. Oh, by the way...
Nice. Back to Frighten 3.
You're back to Frighten 3, and by the way, as the fog dissipates and just swirls around the tabletop, you see Rio unconscious on the table.
But stable.
He does not appear to be... Well, you'd have to make a medicine check to find that out. But...
Okay, give me a sec. I need to add the Frighten back.
What happened this time?
Well... Rio got knocked out, maybe... Oh, thank you. Maybe, hurt, and so she's gonna try and double check for a pulse.
Alright, give me a medicine check.
Not her best skill. Is it a private or just regular?
No, it's regular. Oh, crit fail. No, not a crit fail. You're not sure. Could be dying, could be fine. Your choice of what to do.
He's probably dead. I can't feel a pulse.
Nia runs up to him and will do lay on hand.
As you try to channel lay on hands, you find that there's no longer that divine spark within you.
What? No, and then she tries to do it again.
The feeling sets in even deeper. Something is very wrong.
Nia staggers back and leans up against a wall, silent and visibly shaken.
Let this be a lesson to all of you. You played an entity at its own game and lost. Rio,
Well,
Sander will tend to Rio.
How does he
he's
do
just
so?
trying to help Nia. I'm gonna
First
walk
I'm gonna
over.
check if he's alive.
Yeah, I'm gonna go walk over to Nia, seeing her
Why
stagger.
do I have a -2 medicine?
You can't tell if he's stable or bleeding out
He's-
right now.
He's for sure dead. Totally dead.
It's not a crit fail, he's not dead, but you can't tell if he's bleeding out or if he's fine.
Well, I refocused, so I'll just tilt or nudge the scales again.
Yeah, you could have refocused while they were playing that game, so fair enough. So that's what, 20 hit points to Rio?
Yeah.
Alright.
Does that bring me back to consciousness?
Yep, you have 20 hit points now.
I wake up, pull my face off the table. Huh, okay. Wow, that's a long forgotten feeling. Well, enjoyed that immortality.
Oh, I very
all
much
you can.
will. And I can't wait to see what happens whenever you confront the source of it. Oh, it's going to be so delightful! Well, like I said, I'm feeling generous. So you can either take this mystery brew that'll cure your afflictions temporarily, or get 3 questions, but it has to be a unanimous choice amongst the 4 of yours. Although, and you can just feel the gloating in the spirit's voice, it looks like the little lady over there might be out of commission for a little bit.
How long is temporarily?
Is that going to be one of the questions you want to... Well, I'll tell you what. I took so much from you. I'll give you this one for free. It will cure you of your current afflictions for 1 full hour. so best to use it right before a pivotal moment.
I say we take the questions.
But what question?
Keep in mind your current condition. You've tried many ways to fix it, have you not? You think it's just going to disappear on its own?
I'm starting
I
to
don't
think we're
care.
gonna die here, so...
I would enjoy that
If
very
we
much.
die, we die. We came here for answers, not to live.
I gotta say, well done on tweaking the rules to your favor. This gambling game goes against gamblers.
Isn't that the ultimate moral of the story, Mr. Trader? If you gamble, you lose.
Right. I don't suppose you know any other game that's for one-on-one?
I think I'm content for now. I also know that it's best not to be greedy. That's how gamblers lose everything. Let's just say I learned that lesson. It might have cost me a life or two, but I learned it.
Double or nothing, my soul.
Do you actually say that?
No, fuck that. I'm tempted, but
No, that game is like so hard to like deal with.
it's actually he's able to like bash you two together. If it was just one-on-one the whole time, it'd be so.
Or if he went in the middle, like as opposed to like we're right back to back always.
Yeah.
Not necessarily always. There were some times when it went from Nim to the Spirit to Rio. It depends on
I know,
who.
but if it went Rio, Spirit, Nim, right? Like
Yeah, that'd be much better.
It also depended on who lost the previous round, so,
Anyway,
yeah.
the past is the past. Let me think about questions to ask.
How about this? How about we take a 10-minute break here and give you time to think of your questions if you want to ask them?
All right.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I hate it. The answer is gonna be go forward, because that's all there is ahead of us. But what is the? Oh, it's so good. Ah, damn it. I don't know. That's tough. Good question. I will think about it for 10 minutes and then be back and still not have a good answer. But maybe a good way to roleplay to not having an answer.
There you go.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly. Alright, see you all in 10 minutes.
Alright. Shit.
You've been just stumbling in the dark.
Oh, this
Surely
went so
you guys
poorly.
had questions.
I thought we would win at least one of 4. Oh man. There's
I'm just.
strategy to this.
The strategy is to not call the liar, and just keep tilting the numbers towards 6.
Fuck.
I realized that too late.
As I remember, I watched a whole YouTube video about this in the context of whichever Pirates of the Caribbean this game is also played in, and it also brings up the idea of if 2 players are trying to help one another, how they might do it. But I could not bring up any of the relevant, like, how do you win this game information.
Out of character, if one of you had gone the whole Hail Mary route and sacrificed yourself, you could have secured one winner.
I thought about that, where I was like, oh, what if you just sacked one of them?
Yeah, I mean, we could certainly have, without contest, gotten it to a point where Nim is in the game with 5 dice against the Spirit with 5 dice. But that's looking back on the rules and thinking about it as a game, and in the moment I'm just like, I'm throwing dice and calling things out and hoping it works, because that's what my character would do.
Yeah, no judgment at all. I was just sharing that's a potential strategy.
Not from my end either. It's we're dumb, both as people and as characters. So
the game's over. You guys lost. Take your L. I want to think about the greater story. I need to connect some things in my mind so
Yeah.
that I can actually ask relevant questions.
Me too. Cool. I'm stepping away for 9 minutes.
I will too.
Hello?
Hello.
I hope the Foundry quits freezing up on me. It's what scared me a few times tonight.
I've been having slow internet too, so and it's dropped a couple of times. So maybe it's just a issue.
It's another AWS issue on the rise. I hope not. The entire web was shut down almost for a while there.
Yep, it is distressingly fragile, the systems we rely upon in modern society.
Due to the monopolies we have allowed.
Exactly.
Yep, we've built a house of cards, and we're enjoying it.
Alright, is everybody back and ready to go?
Yeah, let's deal
come
with
up a
fantasy
few
problems.
questions, but unfortunately, I'm still kind of new to this campaign, so I don't have like all the context.
It's alright. So as
I
we
have
all...
some immediate.
Well, we might discuss in character. Good question.
Yeah. So as we come back, Nia is staggered backwards, looking mortified. I believe Lysander went to see how she was doing, or no, Nim went to see how Nia was doing. The spirit's gloating. So, who would like to pick up where we left off? Let's start with Nim and Nia. So Nia is standing there looking horrified. Nim, what do you do as you approach Nia?
I come over and I put a hand up on her side and say, Nia, are you okay? I'm sorry we lost.
No, I couldn't. I tried. I called on Sal Saha to heal him, but she didn't respond.
Well, that's a new thing, right? So maybe it's just, I don't know. I don't know enough about deities to say, but maybe she's busy, or you're just too new, and.
I don't know anything about what's happening here. I just want to get us out.
I don't think we're getting out. Not with as hurt as we are and how little resources we have, and we still don't have water. Like, if we don't get water, doesn't matter any of the other stuff.
Well, let's keep moving. I don't suppose you have anything safe to drink around here, Spirit?
You see the...
That is not one of our questions.
Well, I'm afraid I can't answer that then. I'll tell you this though. You are free to explore beyond this room and come back to ask 3 questions if that's the option you choose. But once again, it's gotta be unanimous amongst the 4 of yous. After all, I ain't going nowhere. This is my home for better or worse.
We should discuss which questions we'd like to ask.
And we need to find water. Do we want to check the other room first, or do we want to settle? I mean, I'm very, very hurt, so I'm nervous to explore. I feel like all my life force has been just drained out of me.
So you look over at Rio. He is looking really hurt too, as is Nia. 3 of you are looking like you are very close to death's door.
This room's taken a lot from all of us. We can't move forward just yet. I'm hurt.
Rio, are you trying to treat your own wounds? Alright, that is a success.
Was it 3d8?
2d8. You keep rolling these secret. I mean, you can see them, but you don't have to roll these secretly.
Just come over here then.
Also, Aylar, I lost Cookie's token oh, there it is. I was on top of it.
So you return to what was once a mess hall. No tables remain intact, although some are more intact than others. 2 halves that you could prop up and make a makeshift table out of several piles of tables that once were. What would you like to do in here?
We could ask how to free Digger, we could ask how to escape the tower.
Could ask where to find water.
We could do that. We could ask how to safely handle the entity in the room beyond that door with the locks.
I bet we definitely...
We could ask higher questions, but he might give simplistic answers that do not fully answer them.
I would like to ask for water if we can't find water in the room that we have not yet explored. We did find that well that was buried. We do need water, and we can't sit around wasting too long. And regarding resources,
we still got like 3-4 days before we die of dehydration.
That is true. But you will take irrecoverable damage every day that passes.
Yeah.
Regarding resources, I only have 3 lessers and 1 minor elixir of life, or 2 elixir of lives. That's it.
Who else looks injured?
Nim and Nia.
I'll heal Nim.
Alright, medicine check please. Alright, that is a crit success. Roll 48.
Yay.
16 hit points to Nia.
For Nia.
And by the way, Rio and Nim, I will give you 2, as in each of you, a hero point for risking your lives and even more to try to help out a friend.
That might come in handy now.
For Nia is a 24.
Alright, 2d8.
Wait, you got a hero point?
Nim and Rio got a hero point.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
And 13 hit points back to you, Nia.
25 is the threshold, right, between the 2d8 and the 48.
Correct. And do you have that feat where people are only immune to your retreat wounds for 10 minutes instead of an hour?
That's Digger, yeah.
Oh, that's Digger, okay.
Yeah, not me.
I do have a feat that makes me
Okay.
a little bit more hardy. What was it called?
Is it related to treat wounds, though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And battle medicine.
All right, so in another 10 minutes you can try to heal Nim again, Rio. But you all are currently faced with this question of dwindling resources, dying of thirst, and who knows what kind of challenges remain within this forgotten citadel.
We must remember why we came here. Digger was the only one that knew why we were here in the first place. There has to be
gone. We've got to find a way out.
Okay, also, the robust health is what I have, and I get a circumstance bonus to the number of hit points I regain equal to my level, so I should add, 4 more hit points?
Correct.
Okay, and then I am also temporarily immune. It's only battle medicine for only 1 hour instead of 1 day.
Okay, so that's in combat, not treat wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Right after I healed both Nia and Nim, I take out my shield and I point it at both of them, one after the other, and the shield glows. And I basically just use a mirrored aegis on both of them to give them the effect.
So you both gain 12 more hit points.
Oh, that's nice. That puts me back at full. Because I have a small health pool.
Alright, yeah, so you all aren't looking too worse for wear after that, except for Rio, of course.
I have potions, but that's about it. I'm tapped on magical energy right now for healing.
That's fine, save it for yourselves. I fully intend to help the three of you get out of here.
We could ask if there are any secret ways out of here. Secret places. Hidden rooms.
We
What?
could ask what's the safest path to get out alive.
By the way, Lysander, could you roll me a religion check, please? Of course,
Alright, you want it blind?
Yep, it's a knowledge roll.
I'm very frightened.
Yeah, and speaking of being very frightened, you realize that, or maybe I should say, that you have a suspicion that, for one, obviously this isn't ordinary frightened feeling that you have. For two, it's not going to go away by normal means either. You suspect, at minimum, this is probably a curse, if not something much, much worse, depending on how powerful the entity was who did this to you. Could be just a curse, or it could be a permanent affliction. But either of those cases are very much not ideal for you.
Well, we came for answers, not for life, is what I'm thinking. But we don't really have good questions.
Well, we could ask a couple of things, right? So we could ask for water. We could ask for directions to supplies or an area that will help us on our thing. We could also take the potion that helps us for an hour and not ask any questions. We could ask them for directions on the path that will be the safest or the least likely to end in our deaths. Not 0 probability likely in this place, but
The way I see it, I lean back and I sit on my coiled up tail. If you're really trying to make the most of the questions to make him out of character, he did say he would answer sincerely, right?
He did not. He just said he would answer 3 questions.
Oh. Ah, fuck. Well, it's another form of gamble, whether you want to take his word or not. You could ask him how to beat him at his game.
I'm
No,
not the
I-
king.
yeah. I think it's there's no easy way to win that game since you can't like collaborate.
Like, what is your favorite color?
Though I did feel like I was getting in the way of Nim most of the game. So I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe making that game a 2 versus 1 is a burden for the 2 players.
Yeah, I mean, if we had 3 players versus him, it would have evened out a bit, but too late to know now.
I don't think so. I think it would have made our odds worse.
Let's think about the bigger picture. This island is currently being assailed by unknown entities, undead armies, big giant demon things, and we don't know none of it. We don't know their origin. We don't know why they're here.
We have a mythos, but that's about it.
A mythos. And of this mythos, would it be good to know?
So, like, again, since we don't know if he's actually going to tell us the truth, is it worth it to get, like, lore for grander scheme, like, for all the players that's happening right now? Or is it more pertinent for us to get stuff that'll help us survive? Oh no, I lost connection to the server. Can you guys hear me?
I say we have 2 survival questions, 1 lore question. One question I want to ask is, how could Digger be returned to us? That's my question.
But then it might be they can't. Like, that's the answer.
Yeah,
Then
I mean,
we would know.
that's the risk of... That's the risk of asking any question. You could find out that the answer is like not helpful. The second question is, how do we escape this tower safely?
Yeah, that's when I think worth it. Like, what are the directions? And I think we need to be careful about how we ask questions, because if we say, what is the answer to escape safely? It's like, well, survive, so I think we need to be very specific.
Well, if you don't say safely, he might just say die.
Yeah, so I think we do say safe, but it's like, it needs to be like, and it can't be can you. What are the exact directions to navigate this place to get out alive? Like that.
Yeah, like a secret tunnel or something.
Secret tunnel.
We could keep going while we still have the strength. We don't have to rely on its questions. Also, it's a trickster, so I wouldn't trust any of his answers.
Another question
When
would be
we
how to...
throw away the question, take the wine, bolster ourselves, or whatever horrors are before us. We have to keep moving forward. There's no way out behind us.
I agree. I also think that potion might be critical if we face off against anything worse than what we've seen so far. And I feel like the deeper we go, the worse it's going to get, especially with Nia maybe struggling to connect with South Sahal right now.
So that's 2 votes in favor of taking the wine over the questions.
Nicole herself, OOC, would love lore questions.
Of course you would. So, Rio and Lysander, what is your vote on this matter? Are you voting for Team Wine or Team Questions?
Team questions.
Okay, Rio?
Honestly, I just want to go with the party's decisions. I owe them my life after all. So.
All right. Well, currently there are 2 in favor of wine and 1 in favor of questions. So you are the deal breaker, Rio, unless you abstain from voting entirely.
Well, if I vote for the wine, then it's a draw.
No, if you vote for the wine, we win. If you vote for questions, it's a draw.
Oh, if I vote for the questions, it's a draw. Well, yeah. I mean, wine. Yeah, he's not trusting the spirit anyway.
All right.
Hold on. If you had questions, what would you ask?
Well, what I proposed. Asked it how to beat it at its own game. And, well, if the 3 of you were not here, I would just double or nothing with that spirit.
I wonder how you've lived this long.
I just gave that reason away.
You just
Just
gave
so you
that
know, I
reason
wasn't
away.
born with it.
Okay.
My life probably would be a lot more shorter without it.
Well, I guess I've been outvoted. That's fine.
All right. Do you?
Is this like a wine that only one person can imbibe?
No, we share the wine, and it'll help us for an hour. So, it's a giant wine bottle.
Yeah, based on what the spirit said, he presented it as if you could all drink from it and benefit from it, which the benefits were it would suppress your affliction for an hour.
Maybe I just try casting Dispel Magic on myself.
Well,
Because this has to be a magical effect.
give me a religion check. I'll give you a +2 bonus since you've narrowed it down to either a curse or some sort of supremely powerful intervention.
Maybe it's what's his name?
That was supposed to be secret. Roll again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Please roll again. That sounded a little rude.
Rolling.
Topogades. Maybe it's Topogades. He just hates us.
All right. You believe Dispel Magic could work. If you were very lucky.
I'm not very lucky.
None of us lately.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
That, and we followed Digger.
With no questions.
Just like, okay, I guess.
Digger had all the questions, man.
Oh no, I meant you never asked Digger, like, put up any resistance. Why are we doing this?
Well, I mean, I did. I was like, I don't know if we should, guys. Like, this seems like a lot just to answer a question.
I don't know enough to ask a question that
I was
would be
curious.
worth more than a moment of bravery in the face of the terrors ahead of us. But if you do...
I'm gonna do it.
All right. Oh, by the way, while he's clicking on these buttons, for you all, if I were to reward you with a scroll, you can just use the search widget and drag a spell to your inventory, and you can set the rank of it there. So don't drop a blank scroll into your inventory, just drag the spell itself, and then you can set like, oh, dispel magic 2nd rank. Does that make sense? And
Yeah.
and if you do it that way,
I've done that.
it auto creates the spell scroll for you. All right. Well, I have bad news for you, Lysander. You channeled the most powerful
way.
dispel magic that you have ever channeled
Man.
before, but the effects do not go away.
Ah!
Because
Not
Tobogany
even a
said
little
F
bit?
you.
And with this added information, you now realize that if this is a curse, it requires something different to counteract it, particularly the spell Cleanse Affliction.
We've been cursed.
Okay.
Versus...
You know what, Nia? I'll give you a hero point for finding a way to introduce levity into these grim situations.
Thank you. I'm trying to find ways of cursing without having it based on damning or devils or that, and it's surprisingly challenging.
Yeah.
I just call people stoopy boobies.
Alright, so do you all go to the next room and present your decision to the spirit, or what is the plan?
Yes.
All
We
right.
will be getting the wine.
Alright, so you all enter and the spirit says, "Oh, welcome back. Alright. So the little devotee wants the wine. Mr. Traitor, what would you like?" Wine or questions?
Wine.
Very well. Little lady, he's speaking to you, Nia. What would you like, wine or questions?
I guess the wine.
Oh, okay. So Nim answered. What about you, little lady?
Hold on, it needs to be unanimous.
Correct.
Yes.
So far, 3 of your allies have voted for wine.
You sound resigned.
Mainly because I feel like we're not gonna get out of here. Even with magical wine.
I've
Have the three
had
of you
the same
really
fears.
searched through every nook and cranny? You all seem quite in despair about not finding a way out.
It's the curse.
Right, sorry. It's been a long day, of many states of mind. Carry on.
So, Miss Nia no longer de Lucari, what is your vote?
Hold on, I'm not... I don't want to vote on this just yet.
And why ever not? If yous weren't ready for voting, you shouldn't have come back in this room. But the ballot's already been started. It's time to cast your vote.
Well, then I
Nia,
vote.
we are-
I- Ah,
I think the
we
wine
already
is.
agreed.
Yeah, I think the wine's our best way to survive anything that comes up. Because most of the time I'm so frightened out of my mind I can't even think straight.
yeah, I'm scared too. Alright, well, damn, curse the questions, we'll take the wine.
Very well. You may come fetch it at your leisure. It was a pleasure playing games with you, and
Xander will grab the wine.
grabbed a bottle of wine with the crest of Nia's former family emblazoned on it.
Alright. It'd probably be best if I pour out shots. Well, maybe not.
Keep in mind it will only help you for an hour, so if you use it now, you will have an hour from now without your affliction.
Yes. Well... And what kind of actions would it take to use in combat if the worst came and we were unprepared and didn't use it?
Yeah, like ambushed.
It would take 2 actions per person, and then it would take a minute to take effect.
So,
Okay, so it's
10 rounds of combat.
So it's basically, if you don't use it before combat, you just don't use it.
It's whenever you get to that save point that we need to use it.
If anyone is
Because-
trained in survival, please give me a survival roll. It is a knowledge check, so it should be secret. Or blind, I should say.
No, you're trained.
Oh, so no one in the party is trained in survival now?
I'll be rolling at -3 if I do. This isn't.
I don't think I'm trained in survival at all. But it reloaded, so now I have to pull up my character sheet again because it keeps disconnecting.
So this is why we're not surviving.
I'm a city girl.
Yeah, I
Sydney.
don't think Nia has ever prepared food.
That feel when you have 2 charisma characters in a nature campaign.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I tend to do charisma characters so hard.
I remember as Digger, she did give out rations to everyone.
Oh yeah, you're not going to starve, you're going to die of
Yeah.
thirst.
It's our water that we don't have enough of.
But Nia, if you would please roll for me since you are trained in it.
I'm trained in survival?
Oh, you're not? I thought you said you were.
No.
Oh,
no.
okay. Okay, well in that
I'm
case...
not at all.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not trained in survival. I'm not trained
Never mind then.
in nature, nothing.
In that case, all that the 4 of you can tell is that there was some non-insignificant time that passed during your playing games and deliberating. So who knows how much closer you are to nighttime and being able to rest.
Stupid city slickers. Alright, well, we better continue our journey then. We have little time.
Alright, let's head out that other door.
Alright, I'm going to repeat a spell. The spell is shield.
Alright. What is everyone else's survival or exploration activities?
Hold on. Before we go.
Wait, why
Well,
is it-
hold on. Don't open it yet.
Nia has a thought. And she's gonna take off her backpack and dig into it and unwrap half a bottle of a golden yellow wine and set it on the table and say, "Hey, spirit, how about you share a drink with us?"
Now I can't very well drink, now can I?
Can you? I
Sure,
don't
why
know.
not? Why don't you pour me out a glass of that fine wine you got there?
Nia looks at the. Are the cups from the dice game still there?
Yep.
All right. Then she'll take out this bottle. Take out the cork. It has been half filled for several days by now, and also being jostled in a backpack for it's bad.
Yep.
And she pours it into 3 cups, and then pushes one towards an empty chair and another towards an empty chair.
The one pushed in the spirit's direction floats up slightly, and he says, "What are we toasting to, little lady?"
Nia thinks about this for a moment. And to a better future.
Here. Do you have a glass for yourself, Nia?
Oh, certainly, there are 3 cups.
Alright.
She has one of them. There's an empty one that's pushed towards an empty chair that's in the general direction of the rest of the party.
The mug pushed towards the spirit floats in the air and hangs there as if waiting for you to cheers it. The spirit says,
Oh, Nia does.
Does no one take the third cup?
Looks like no.
Okay, well, I'll take the third cup.
Very well.
I will cheers it, but then I'm gonna try to slide a hand, not drink it.
Very well. Nia, do you leave the spirit hanging and not cheer them?
Oh, no, of course she does.
Alright. Sleight of hand seems kind of like a thievery type thing to me. Or I'll let you roll deception in this case, how about that?
We'll do deception.
Okay, and Nia, do you drink the wine or what do you do with it?
Oh yeah, I'll drink it.
Alright. So you you down the whole tankard. The spirit lifts it where it is, and the wine just pours onto the seat underneath it. And the spirit says, My, that sure is some good stuff. Nim, describe to me how you fail to hide the fact that you were not drinking this.
She tries to smoothly slide it to her mouth, but it instead dribbles down off the behind her, past salt.
Yeah.
But instead she does it too fast, and it just splashes Ryu in the face.
Well, no, that's not very party-friendly of you, Nim.
Sorry, I'm a little jerky.
Understandable.
I
Nia,
wipe my face with my tabard.
do so you put it in your mouth. Do you swallow the wine from your tankard?
Oh, certainly.
Please give me a fortitude saving throw.
Oh god.
That is a success. It didn't have to be secret, but that's a success. It tastes horrible. You feel your insides wanting to vomit immediately, but you do not become poisoned as a result of the very bad wine. Oh, that wasn't secret. Cool. So, yeah,
Okay, I revealed. You can right-click it as a player and reveal it if
Oh,
it
gotcha.
was private.
So yeah, you succeed. You Are not sickened or poisoned from the terrible
Yeah.
one.
Nia attempts to hide a grimace as she drinks a very sour and unpleasant wine that may have in the past been kind of nice, but at this moment it's been sitting half full in a bottle of air for a week of running around in the jungle and can't be tasty anymore. But yeah. And she's gonna ask, hey, Spirit, how long you been here?
I've been here for quite a while there, little lady.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with my name?
Not just your name, it's everything attached to your name. That will be very fun and delectable to watch unfold. For your sake, I hope there is some of your family left so you can meet them and truly embrace the agony of what you've given up here today.
I hope you're right.
Oh? You want to experience such profound pain? What are you, some kind of sicko?
You know, if I'm feeling that, it means they are still alive.
I see.
I go put a hand on Nia's shoulder. Come on, let's live another day and keep moving. There's always a path forward.
Alright, so as you all walk into this archway, before you click on anything, let me just tell you what's there. You see a narrow hallway, 60 feet in length, made out of stone just like the rest of this place, ancient worked stone. You see 6 rooms lining the hallway here for the first 20 feet. Then there's a span of about 20 feet of empty hallway before the very end, at the far end, there is a chained door that has a wooden sign hanging from it that you cannot read in the darkness and the distance. That would be at the end of the hallway over here.
Alrighty, let's check this room.
Alright.
Hold on, there's a sign up there. Maybe we should get a little closer, try to read it.
As you open this door, Lysander, and you look inside with your light cantrip, you see 3 rotting corpses standing erect there, who immediately swivel, hearing the noise of the door opening, and charge at you. What do you do?
Oh, apologies. Closes door.
Foundry has crashed on me.
Uh-oh. Do you have to restart?
Zombies get up and run at you, and you just close the door.
I will see if it'll let me. So far, it's not.
Alright. Door opens. One of them rushes out, tries to take a swipe at you, Lysander.
Initiative or...
No. That's a 25.
Alright.
9 damage. How do the rest of you respond to
I'll
this?
shield block that.
Shield block that, alright.
Oh yeah, you were raising a shield.
Does that destroy your
does
shield?
It does destroy it.
Alright. How would the rest of you like to respond? Hearing this noise and commotion.
I rush forward to shut the door. I pull him back and shut the door.
Okay.
This whole place sucks.
The door opens. One scrambles out. Seeing you there, it's going to try to attack you, Rio. That is a 14. That's a miss. You hear moaning behind it as the other two don't seem to be very smart, but they seem currently kind of stuck, waiting for this one to move forward.
Let's just strike them down.
That's a critical hit. Is that the critical damage roll?
No.
Alright, so I will double it.
It doesn't let you, yeah.
That guy looks pretty hurt.
Alright, that's my turn.
Yes.
I'm gonna Dragon's Dance and then just tail swipe.
Go for it. This isn't a significant enough encounter, I think, to warrant breaking into initiative, so you all just popcorn and we'll go from there. That's a hit. Roll damage. Still standing. Cole, were you able to rejoin?
Oh, that did not add damage.
Yes, I was
Oh,
able.
add a +4 spirit damage to it.
Ah, well, in that case, this one is dead. You know that there are two more as you can hear them moaning and shuffling from beyond this doorway. Nim and Nia, would you like to do anything?
I'm going to cast Needle of Vengeance on the guy I can see partially of.
Alright.
And then Daze.
Alright, go ahead and roll that. And Nia, while that's happening, what are you doing?
Nia will run up to the door. I collide with a wall, trying to get into, like, can I be one space south of here? Is that legal?
Yeah, like not right in the doorway, but outside the doorway?
Yeah,
Sure.
and then I would like to close the door and try to hold it closed.
That is a critical failure, Nim, so it is stunned.
Yay!
Alright, Nia, please give me an athletics check.
And then I rolled the damage, but I don't know. Oh, I rolled it privately.
It's alright, I will
You
double
may
it.
still be set on private from the dice game.
Ha. So, you cast Daze. Doesn't seem to be any response of pain from the angry undead, but it just stopped moving slightly. Nia gives me an 11. It will try, it is stunned, so it will take its second action to try to break free, push through the door. Oh my god, that's a 25. Breaks down the door, pushes you backwards. And
As soon as I see it pop up, I'm gonna crack it in the torso.
Sure. Does anyone else want to respond to seeing the creature bust through the door?
I don't see it actually from my position.
23 is
Open door.
critical hits. Roll damage. Roll critical damage.
And this is Fracture Mountain.
Is that already the crit damage?
Oh, that's the normal damage.
Alright, well, I will double it then. And this guy is dead.
Wow.
Was that guy bone meal?
That guy is a flesh slaw. Coleslaw made of flesh. Alright, so Nia
And then I just raise my shield after I shatter.
push. Oh, well, yeah, so the map's a little busted here. Alright, so this guy is going to run forward. It's moaning and it smells horrible. Gonna try to punch you in the face, Nia, with a 15. That's a miss. It's gonna try to grapple you. That is a 12. That is its turn. I mean, you all could effectively just team attack here if you wanted.
Yeah, it's right up in my face. It came at me. I've had a moment to prepare myself. I'm gonna take the pale lady's hammer and I'm gonna swing at it.
Go for it.
Try and take it out at the knees.
Oh!
No.
Unfortunately, that's a miss. Would you like to try again?
That's fine.
It whistled through the air.
You hit the stone wall right next to the creature, and a divine burst of energy flashes from the hammer.
And I am gonna level the hammer at him, and I'll say, "Hey, imagine what'll happen if I hit you with this." And I'm trying to demoralize.
Alright. Has no effect on the creature, but go ahead and roll, see if you crit fail.
If it fails due to being immune, okay, I'll just roll it as a skill check, so then we get the dice. If it doesn't critically fail, I'll still get panache.
Exactly.
And that's really all I'm going for here.
Well, as long as you don't roll a 2, you should be fine.
Yeah.
And
Still
before
gotta roll it. Okay, then we will do a confident finisher for my last action.
Yeah, as you shout at this creature trying to intimidate it, it's just like... seems confused.
Multi-attack penalty.
That is a hit.
Hey.
Holy cow. And with that, you explode this creature as a holy surge of energy goes through it and absolutely destabilizes the the very small amount of muscle still holding it together. And it's just a pile of gore on the floor now. No rhyme intended, but I should be a bard. Well, there you go. What you see now is just a basic looking rotted room. Used to hold a bed of some kind here that is collapsed, smells awful, covered in some sort of grainy black substance. There's a broken table in here as well, and that's about it.
I cannot cast my shield again. Rio, can you take the front?
Nia's
Yes.
gonna step into the room. I'll tear up the bed, throw over the table, just kind of give the room a quick, just like put everything apart to find if there's anything under the covers or under the table.
Sure, roll me a perception check, please.
Yeah, not particularly thorough, but kind of destructive search.
You thoroughly tear apart this already mostly broken room. There is nothing more of interest here. At least to you.
Killed the Three Stooges. Oh, there's nothing here. Let's keep going.
Although that, excuse me, something's caught in my throat. That strange, like, grainy black substance on the bed does seem a little odd to you, but that's the only thing of interest in this room.
To be fair, a lot of things here is very odd to
Normal
Nim.
people.
So
Alright, so what do you do? 5 more rooms plus a room with some sort of sign at the end of the hallway.
You could listen at the doors. In case
I
there
don't-
are more zombies.
I'm so scared that I don't think I don't know how great I am on picking up stuff. Like everything just feels a little too much right now.
I go over to the second door with my shield raised and then try to put my ear to it.
Are you talking about the second door on the left or the first door on the right? right?
First door on the right. Then.
Okay, first door on the right. You listen. Roll me a perception check. Doesn't sound like there's anything moving in there.
I open it quickly.
Open it quickly.
To glance inside the room.
There's a small little walkway leading into another doorway.
Does the walkway look like it's any mechanisms, any traps?
Give me another perception check. As far as you can tell, this looks like an ordinary hallway covered in dust and cobwebs, and there does not seem to have been any traffic through here at any recent time.
Alright, I'm going in. And I step in.
To the walkway, or you go and open the other door?
I'm stepping into the walkway.
Alright, you step
I
into the
keep
walkway.
my tail around the doorway in case the first step collapses.
Okay. So you slowly inch your way forward. How far into it do you go? Do you go all the way to the doorway?
Yeah, all the way.
Alright, you go all the way to the doorway. And nothing collapses on you or jumps out at you or threatens your life.
And then I try to listen again through this door.
It does not appear that there is anything moving in there, based on what you can hear.
And I open the door, this time as quietly as I can.
Alright, why don't you roll me an acrobatics check? Or thievery if you're trained in that. 24. Alright, you open it quietly. And just so you can get a better view of this, why don't we have you move in here? What you see here, with no light source. Do you have dark vision?
Low light.
Low light, okay. So you can see some light shining from Lysander in the hallway that barely reaches here. It looks like there is a bed in here, but the blankets are not just tattered and frayed from being old and slowly unraveling over time. There are claw marks shredding through the feathering and the hay and the cloth of this bedding. And there's a bookshelf on the wall as well, or against the wall.
I take a glance at the books, see if I can read any of them.
Yeah, they are mostly written in Ancient Elven, although there are a couple that you can't read. But they look very old, and much like the Grand Library, you're not sure how well they will stand up to being manipulated.
Still having my back to the doorway, I back out cautiously back to the corridor where the party is.
Sure.
That's just another old bedroom. Okay, I'll check another one. And then I'll go to the first door on the right. Second door on the right.
Second door on the right. Okay. I was like, you were at the first door on the right. Alright, you listen. There is no sound of movement from the other side of that door.
And then I open it quickly.
Open it quickly. It appears that there is a long walkway leading into another doorway, but it is very dark in here and you cannot see anything.
Hey, Lysander, I don't suppose you could put that magic light of yours on my shield?
Yes, one moment. It's kind of hard to reach you.
Yeah, you can reach him. You don't have to reach him on the map, though.
Light has a range of 30 feet. We're good. Oh,
Yeah.
120 feet. Never mind. I was just gonna blast some light at you and drag that effect onto you.
Yeah, this map was actually too big to fit into Foundry's parameters, so that's why the map's a little bit off.
And then I'm gonna cautiously walk across.
Alright, this hallway is also thickly coated in dust and cobwebs, and it ends at another doorway. a rough wooden doorway that's barely hanging on its hinges.
If I don't hear anything, I'm gonna slowly open it.
Alright, you open the door! And inside, you see a skeletal figure on the ground, as if it was sitting there when it died. It has a white beechwood staff clutched in its bony hands. It has an exquisite-looking sleeping roll on the ground beside it. It has a remarkably intact waistcoat around its exposed ribcage, although it is covered in blood, the coat that is. And you see a smattering of small vials filled with red liquid all throughout the floor here, scattered all throughout the floor here.
Like shattered red liquid?
Nope, as
vials?
in intact vials that look like they just fell out of something and rolled across the room here.
Okay, I point out all the items, the staff, the red vials, there was a coat?
Yeah, he has somehow a waistcoat that seems to be mostly intact, minus being covered in blood.
I take a look at the skull. Does it look like elvish, based on the jawline and the shape?
Why don't you give me either a medicine or what's that called? Academics anthropology roll. I don't think you have that then.
Yeah, just medicine.
16. A little hard to tell. But given what you expect this place to have been in the past, it's most likely an elven skeleton.
I basically just kneel down next to the skeleton and I touch its head and I say, "Sorry, I don't remember you. I'm back now. After all this time, I'll figure out what happened here. I'll put these to good use. Be at peace." And then I take the items back to the party.
Alright. How do you gather the 10 vials on the ground on top of all the stuff you're carrying?
The waistcoat, I'll use it as a makeshift,
Okay. Like
one of those like cloth wrap-up bags.
Sure. Alright, so Rio comes back into the hallway and dumps out these items. A beechwood staff, an exquisite-looking sleeping roll, a fine waistcoat except covered in blood, and 10 small vials filled with red liquid. Upon seeing
What
them,
have you found here?
Nim, you immediately recognize the small vials are minor healing potions. So there are 10 minor healing potions that you can distribute however you'd like.
These are alchemy, healing potions. Do we want to do, let's see, there's 4 of us, so if everyone got 2, and then frontliners get, so Nia and Rio get 1 more each.
Okay, so 3 to Nia and Rio, and 2 to you and Lysander.
Mm-hmm.
Minor healing potions.
All right.
Nim,
I think that room might have belonged to maybe some sort of spellcaster, maybe.
given how you are, Nim, I think that sleeping bag looks really nice to you. Much better than yours, by far.
I will go look over at it.
Alright. It is crafted from vibrant blue satin, and is clearly stuffed with fine feathers. And as you are looking over the bag, you notice that the hem is covered with repeated symbolic inscriptions of some kind.
Can I do a recall knowledge to see if I recognize those type of inscriptions? Like if it's got a ritual, or if not, is it a language I recognize?
Sure, please give me either religion or occult privately. You know what I just realized, Cole? Seems like every one of your characters has a thing for really fine bedding and not being out in the wilderness.
That's kind of true. Well, I don't know. Omen wasn't so... She didn't care so much.
That's true. Alright, so, I will just give you the information, and you do with it what you will. As you study the symbols, you're able to make them out in more detail, especially as Lysander comes over with some light. These inscriptions are glistening silver, and on the inside of these circles is an eerie purple smoke that seems to emanate and fill the center of the circle. But there's also an inscription behind that purple smoke. You can faintly see vortexes and stars, as if being obscured by that smoke. And you recognize that this is the symbol of Sikr Hypernosi, the god of magic and prophecy and dreams.
Interesting. This is, guys, look. And she's gonna point to the symbols. Do you recognize this?
I feel like Lysander probably would.
Yeah, given his training in religion, he recognizes that symbol. It's not a very common one, but...
This is the King of Prophecy.
Hypnosis.
Sikra Hypernosi, to be accurate.
Your god names are the hardest to pronounce, I swear.
Oh god, you should see our first campaign. I struggled so hard.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's not Hypernosi, it's Hypernosi, my bad.
Yeah, Hypernosi.
I thought it was like a gnosis type thing.
Sikra Hypernosi.
Sikra Hypernosi, okay. Yes, is this just a holy symbol?
Yeah, I mean, yes. He typically doesn't really interfere with us lowly mortals.
Yes, not a very worldly deity. Could I touch it?
I think so. He usually is really around, fate, prophecy, magic, dreams, and his, or at least what they say, his edicts are around, trying to seek out more magic and learning how to use it, deciphering dreams, contributing to learning, and engaging in some imbibement that maybe he opens a third eye for you.
It sounds like I draw much of my power from him as well. An oracle's source of power is not focused like a cleric's.
Yeah, he's most of the time is known for randomly providing prophecies or portents, and oftentimes not easily deciphered.
Well, either way, my gut tells me that whatever that is, it's gonna give someone a very good night's sleep.
Or it could be sending a message. It may not. I could try to identify it real quick. So I'm gonna do a quick identification. Actually, first I'll do detect magic before I even try to identify it to see if it's one magical. I'm assuming it is, but
there is magic in the vicinity when you cast a spell.
That's not what I don't already recognize.
Correct.
Okay, well then I will then try to see if I can identify it. And I'm going to do my oddity identification first, because I can do that faster.
Sure. What kind of magic does that reveal?
Does it twist minds, so it has a mental trait? Fight against fortune, so fortune or misfortune trait. Reveals secrets with either detection, prediction, revelation, or scrying traits. Which I feel like is kind of in his wheelhouse.
What was the last thing you said?
Detection, prediction, revelation, or scrying traits.
It has something to do with mental magic or effects, you can tell. And it has something to do with protection of some kind.
After studying this, it seems like maybe something to do with the mind, but also protection. So it could be a pretty good boon to maybe those who have high intelligence or wisdom.
Perhaps it's like a dream catcher to protect one's dreams.
Possibly. I think this would help more magic users that are maybe using their wits and their brains as opposed to the charisma or their personality, their force of personality per se.
You mean the logical?
Yes,
Versus
much more
the
analytical. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I could see that. Then you would use it, yes? You're an arcane cast. No, occultism.
Yeah, but I would agree. I'm more often using my brain when I'm channeling magic than anything else.
Well, if it's anyone here that suits the bedroll the most, I think it's you. I think its last owner might be my imagination playing tricks, but I think they were a mage that seemed to fondly, sleep in this bedroll often. I vaguely remember teasing someone for not sleeping in the bed and on the floor a long time ago. I think it was this one.
Interesting. It's not already rolled up. Can I roll it up?
Sure. And would you like to try to identify it properly? Or you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever we have time. I don't know if we're still exploring. If we're going to have downtime, then yes, I will.
Very well. All right. So.
I'm just going to add magic-y bedroll to my thing for now.
Sure. There's also what Digger brought out, a white staff made of beechwood, and a surprisingly intact waistcoat, although it's covered in blood.
I mean, who among us aren't covered in blood?
Fair. But
I'll take
judging,
a look at it since it's so gnarly. I'll touch it for.
Yeah, I was gonna say, judging by the state of that body, it has likely been here a very long time, and it's still very intact.
Well, yeah, it should have disintegrated if it's cloth, right?
Yeah.
So it's obviously magic.
It could be magical itself.
All right, so Rio, you reach out and touch it, and as you do, you now have a fine waistcoat in your hand.
Bro. I examine it.
Do you have any magical skills with which you could try to identify it?
In terms of knowledge, I have religion. I don't know if that helps. But his knowledge of religion is probably the ancient kind, so might be very outdated.
Yeah, this isn't exactly a religious-y kind of thing, so...
I'll do a quick oddity identification, and if that doesn't come up with anything, we'll do a further identification later.
All right.
So it's like, how long is a real identify magic?
10 minutes per attempt.
Yeah.
All right. And what were the effects again? Revelation?
Mental, fortune, misfortune, detection, prediction, revelation, scrying.
None of those seem to be relevant to this waistcoat.
I don't think this is magic I'm used to identifying easily or have some skill with, so I think it'll take a little bit longer to study. So once we have time, I could do that. I don't know if anyone else also has the skills. Lysander, are you?
With this curse afflicting me, I'm afraid not.
Oh, if anything, well, my tail could use a warmer, so I just put it on and then wrap my tail underneath the waistcoat.
Bruh. Fair enough. And there's also a white staff that's made out of beechwood. As you do your quick identification on that, Nim also does not come up with anything.
Okay, well then I will wait until I hear from the rest that we're gonna sit for a bit.
Very well.
Who wants to hold on to the waistcoat for now?
I'll be wearing it.
Okay.
All right. And you do your quick identification of the staff, and it is none of those things either.
Okay. Who wants to hold on to the giant stick?
I suppose I can hold it for now.
Okay. So one fancy waistcoat, one giant stick, and one magic-y sleeping roll.
Indeed.
Okay, so are we still wanting to explore? Is anyone else feeling tired yet?
Feeling tired from being exhausted and terrified for so long, but if you wanted to, you could squeeze out a couple more hours of exploration.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get at. Is it time for a long rest?
Well, I'd like to see if we could find a safer place to rest.
Debatable if we'll ever find a safe place to rest, but maybe safer, yeah.
Alright, so where's the party going next?
Rio, you decide for us.
Yeah, you're the front man right now.
Well, forward it is. Next door.
Does that mean this door or the next door on the left?
Yeah.
Or on the right?
I'm just gonna left, right, and just
All right.
slowly search the rooms for any supply. Like any time wasted is more time being starved and hungry. So.
I mean, not like a couple hours is going to kill you of not having water. All right, so you listen to this second doorway. You do not hear any sounds of anything moving on the other side.
I just step in, more brisk this time. Shield ray.
It leads to another long walkway leading into a doorway. And once again, you hear no sound on the other side.
And then I open the door and raise my shield.
Inside, you see a couple of bookshelves. You see a very rotted and destroyed bed, but you also see a skeleton lying on the bed as if it was propped up there and reading a book perhaps before sleeping one night before it met its untimely fate. It has some fine purple robes on it. It has an eerie-looking wooden staff resting against the bedpost. Would you like to...
So,
go ahead.
Sorry, I'm trying to list down the things. Eerie-looking staff.
Yes.
And purpley robes.
Would you like to check the room or not? This is what you can just see
yes,
upon
I do
looking.
check the room.
Alright, roll me a perception check, please. Alright. As you look around, under the bed, you find not ancient elven silver coins, but a pile of 50 gold pieces. Strangely modern in design. And,
How in the world?
and inside one of the desk drawers by the bookshelves, you pull out from the bookshelves, you see that there was a wadded up scroll of some kind back there that you uncover. There are, in fact, 5 of them that are bound with bone charms.
So I take out the bone charm scrolls and how many coins? 50?
50 gold pieces, yes.
I take them out. I hand it to the party first, the coins and the scrolls. I've never seen these currency before. They look mint. Or is this from this current era?
The rest of you, upon looking at them, yes, in fact, those are gold pieces that you would use today.
Yeah, that's weird.
That body back there, it looks like it just passed away. Well, right before going to bed. A lot different than how that poor chap there died bleeding out on the floor. What happened to you?
If I cast detect magic, do I light up new things that I didn't register before?
Well, nothing lights up per se, but there is magic that you did not previously account for. Somewhere in the vicinity.
I don't mean like radar, but I register it.
Yes. You don't know the quantity, but there is new magic in the area that you didn't previously detect.
Okay. I'm assuming there's probably some new magical items or effects happening within this area.
Nim, as Rio passes you these scrolls bound by bone charms and you look at them, you immediately recognize this magic. You now have 5 scrolls of Soothe at 3rd rank.
Oh god, that's amazing.
Wow.
Oh, these are gonna be a lifesaver, and she's like super excited, eyes wide open as she looks at Rio.
And remember, if you just drag the
good to know.
Soothe spell to your inventory, you can create the scroll that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Rio?
I'm going back inside while they analyze the coin and the scroll, to pick out the remaining, I think, 2 items: the purple robe and the eerie-looking staff.
Yeah, as you approach closer to the staff and before you touch it, you realize that it is a wooden staff, but the top of it is carved into the shape of a sinisterly laughing dragon's head. And there's an ominously pulsing mauve orb trapped in the center of this wooden staff-like design, as if the dragon head has swallowed and then digested this orb, weirdly naturally, and incorporated it into the staff.
I reach. I do the same. The respectful rite with the skeleton, taking its robes. Do they look familiar from the robe before, compared to the robe before?
No, these look different.
Okay, I take
The previous
these,
skeleton had a waistcoat on. This is a pair of robes. This is just like a robe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then before I reach for the staff, seeing its the dragon head carving, I speak to it in my old draconic, saying, "Your master is gone. I will be taking you now. Just, yeah." And then I grab the staff.
As you grab it with your previous perception roll, you swear that you see the grin on the dragon head widen ever so slightly.
Do you want me to do a quick, just see if I recognize any of the magic offhand before?
Yeah, sure.
I'll start with the purple robes. And again, just same quick one until we sit down and chill.
The robes have something to do with protection. The wand has none of the things you're looking for. I'm sorry, the staff.
Wand, staff, okay.
Staff.
Don't recognize this offhand. She points to the staff. This has something to do with protection.
Well, I think one of you could use the protection of the robe. As for this staff, can I try and insight the expression or the aura of the staff? I mean, I know you said it's sinister, but I'm going to try and like, I don't know, like circulate my
give me a vibe
energy
check.
into it. Just give a vibe check.
Give me a perception roll. Yeah, you don't get anything more than previously. It just feels a little sinister, and that laugh looks a little malicious.
And I would be familiar enough to with the faces of dragons to know that, right?
Yes, that is why you're able to read an emotion from this expression at all.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would just look like a dragon head, but you can read the nuances.
I just rested next to the skeleton on the bed.
I can take the robe and I'll pack them up for now until we have time to look them over.
Yeah, we can take the robe, but I think you will stay here, and I speak in Draconic to the staff. We're leaving the staff, and I say in common, and I back out of the room.
If you give me 10 minutes, I can try to identify it, but we'd have to sit for 10 minutes.
No, not that staff. I've seen plenty of, expressions on dragons, but not that. That expression is very rare and very dangerous. So let's just, I think we'll just leave it there.
I have a question. If I just want to add robes, it gives me all the different types of enchanted robes. How can I just add a blank robe with question mark?
You can just add a regular item to your inventory, just click add item, the plus button on your inventory, and just type robe, and don't set any stats or features.
Okay.
Robe question mark. Alright, so Rio exits the room, leaving behind the staff. And then you said you're going down here next?
Yep.
Alrighty. You listen to that door. You do not hear anything on the other side.
I open it and go in again with my shield up, like a freaking FBI SWAT team.
All right. As you open this door, lightning shoots out at you. Please give me a reflex saving throw.
I was talking and realized I was on mute. While they go to leave the room, can Nim stay behind and still try to identify while they continue going down the hallway?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. So you take half damage from this, Rio. Half of 35. 17 lightning damage. And you all see lightning just burst out of this room and scorch the wall behind him.
Are you alright?
Barely. I'm fine. Still alive.
And in the brief second that you got to see the interior of that room before you ducked for your life, there was some kind of board or wheel on the wall that you now notice started spinning the second you opened that door. Are you still standing in that exact same spot, by the way?
No, I would have ducked and like slammed the door shut and step aside.
All right.
Has it been an hour since we left the spirit's room, the trickster's room?
It has not.
Okay.
It's been about 30 minutes.
I'm just gonna drink 1 minor healing.
All right. Nim, please roll me an Arcana check, or Occult, whichever is higher. All right. I will whisper you what this staff is.
Okay.
So how do the rest of you? You haven't really had time to process that Nim's gone. You hear this loud crackle of lightning and Rio grunting. How do you all respond?
Fearfully. Hiding.
Okay, not that room. Okay, next one. Do the same thing, but ready to step aside of the doorway this time.
All right. You listen to the doorway. You hear nothing from the inside.
And then I preemptively step to the side of the doorway and then just reach a hand and just open it.
You open the door. You hear it squeak. And nothing happens after a few seconds of waiting.
And then I go in with my shield raised.
Inside this door is another very deteriorated bed that has large claw marks going through it. There's a bookshelf against the wall as well. Seems to be a basic room. However, you see a few broken crates in one corner and a skeleton hunched over a desk. You can see just at a glance that the skeleton has a metal eyepiece of some kind on, and on the ground next to it, as if it has fallen off the table, or off the desk I should say, is a pick of some kind that's adorned with etchings of an eagle with its wings outstretched. And then if you'd like to search the room, yes, like a miner's pick type thing.
Oh.
And if you'd like to search the room, please give me a perception check. You find some fragments of something. You're not sure what it is. You do find in one of the broken crates, as you shuffle around the wooden pieces, there's a platinum collar bearing carvings of what you recognize to be ancient Elven. And you find an oil of some sort of strange, translucent liquid. I mean, a vial of translucent liquid.
So fragments of something.
Yeah.
And a carving of what kind of carving?
It was a platinum collar that had carvings of ancient Elven on it. As in the ancient Elven language.
And then that's the 3 I found, plus the pick on the floor next to the skeleton, hunched up with the desk, and a eyepiece on its head.
Yes, the skeleton still has an eyepiece of some kind, despite the fact that there is no flesh around its body.
So I take all 5 items out of the room and show it to the party.
As at this point that you realize Nim is not currently with you. She seems to have gone off somewhere.
Wait, where's Nim?
She was right here with us.
Nim, where are you?
You hear a tiny little voice go, "Back in here!"
Was it in the room with the sinister dragon staff?
Yes.
Nim, don't stay near that staff. and then I briskly walk back into the room.
You see she's attached it to her pack. I just needed to identify it.
What are you doing?
This is good. We'll need this thing.
How do you know that?
I stayed behind to identify it.
What did you identify from it?
It's a staff of Shardstorm.
Okay.
You know that one really powerful spell that doesn't miss? Like my wand that I used to have?
Okay, I still don't see the connection.
It's the same thing. This is a good thing to have.
Well, you probably have perceived more from that staff than I can, but I'm just telling you, that's not a face that most dragons will make. If they make that face, then they're up to something really, really bad.
Can I sense motive, Nim? She's acting weird.
Sure, give me a perception check. And Nim, you can roll either diplomacy or deception secretly, depending on how you feel that you're being. What kind of vibe does Lysander get from you right now, Nim?
She seems in earnest that this is legit helpful and we shouldn't leave it behind. And that she feels like she knows what she's talking about.
All right. I say we let her keep the staff.
Well, if you say so, but that face makes me really uncomfortable.
You do not have to be the one that holds it.
Yeah, and I have some pretty good experience with this stuff. I've trained in it, so I feel like it'll be helpful.
Well, if you've seen enough faces of dragons and their emotions, you would know that that face just feels wrong.
But this
I'm
isn't
just telling you right
actually
now.
a dragon. It's a magical tool.
Well, do what you will. I'm just telling you. My feathers inside my scales are just rolling up at the sight of it.
She turns her body so the thing on her belt or her pack is hidden from view.
As that happens, Rio, this is something that you and only you notice. Just as the carving of the dragon's head is about to disappear behind Nim turning, you swear you see one of its eyes give you a sly little wink.
It's fucking with you.
I just grumble out loud in Old Draconic. You better not be up to something, you damn stick. I'll break you in half.
If that isn't a testament to how far we've fallen in this Forgotten Citadel, I don't know what is. We're insulting sticks now.
Yeah, right.
The dungeon madness.
The paranoia of like it has to be a mimic, obviously, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, we're actually playing Darkest Dungeon right now. So Rio currently... Go ahead, sorry. So Rio currently has a...
No, you
has a pile of goods in his hand that he's showing all of you.
Yeah, so there's a eyepiece from the skeleton and a pick. I forgot the details. And fragments of something. How many are the fragments? Like, is it like a handful or like a bucket full or?
Yes, you currently have 5 little bits of what appears to be, now that you have Lysander's light with you, the bits of stuff actually react. It did just look like little black pellets, but now that his light spell is shining on it, you see that there's actually swirling purple and silver something inside these black small pellets of rock-like material.
So yeah, these pellets and this collar. Let me take a look at it, and then I look at the collar's writing on it.
Yes. The writing seems to be the alphabet of Ancient Elven. And on the back there's a little rune carved into it, which you recognize from one half of your people, that is basically like a diplomatic sign or insignia, meaning that this was likely given to someone to aid them in communication with the ancient elves, so that way they would not be talking past each other due to language barriers.
But is this like people-sized, or is it bigger?
Well, I should have said the skeleton that was sitting at that desk was rather short, like either gnome size or dwarf size.
Oh, and this collar was on it?
Yes.
Was it on its neck? Okay. And then the oil of weird translucent liquid, a
Yes.
vial of oil.
Yes. If someone would like to make either crafting, nature, or arcana check to identify this weird liquid
I can look at it with crafting.
go for it. That Rio has produced. This is probably an oil of life-taking. It is the opposite of like a healing salve that you'd put on people, and it's what you would put on undead to heal them.
This is not good for us, but it is good for things that don't live anymore. So if you have somebody dead, I guess.
Well, I don't know what to do with any of these, except maybe this collar might have been a magical translator at some point, but it wouldn't matter. I can speak both languages.
I mean, anything we pick up, if we take the time, I can try and figure out what they are.
Yeah, let's just bundle them up right now and just keep moving. I can feel daytime slipping.
Alright, so Nim, if you are keeping a catalog of everything, you have one eyepiece, you have a strange pick, and now you have a strange platinum collar.
Yeah, I'll start adding it. Okay.
Alright.
Eyepiece, pick, collar.
Yes. As you come to the end of this hallway, there is a chained door, a heavily chained door, with a wooden sign hanging beside it that has somehow not rotted or deteriorated. The sign is written in Ancient Elven. So currently, only you can read it, Rio.
I read it
It says,
out loud.
Rio's Forbidden Workshop.
Wait. Do I recognize this place from that vision I had?
Not from that vision, because your vision was in a previous chamber.
Well,
Do I get a sense of like a muscle memory of approaching this doorway and opening it without a care in the world?
Give me a will saving throw to see if something of your memory remains in that empty head of yours. 24. You have a vague recollection that you used to tinker and you tried several experiments of some kind, but what you did or how you did it you don't remember at all. But it doesn't seem impossible that you had a workshop. Maybe it's forbidden because you're a traitor.
This guy used to be a demigod. Now look at him.
used to tinker? That feels out of place. Must have been quite an event for me to pick up that habit.
From what I remember of you, you were actually quite the investigator.
Huh. Well, with my current state of mind, that feels like a hassle. Must have been quite some life events to push me into that particular thought process. Well, I shrug and then I just open the door.
Oh, well, you can't. It's chained shut.
Oh. I try to force it open.
All right. Give me an
Are we at
athletics
the
check.
end of the hallway?
Yeah, you're over here. Give me an athletics check at -2.
Guys, we might also decide to stop and rest at some point.
Well, it's my workshop. It should be safe. And then I strain against it.
Or if you were smart, trapped all to hell.
Too late. He's already breaking and entering.
These are rusty chains. Surely he can break it.
I never said they were rusty chains.
Oh.
You press against the
They're
door.
magically preserved, like all the places.
Like everything related to Rio. You push against the door with all your might. You manage to make it budge a little bit, but it snaps shut, and the chains hold fast. You can, of course, try
I
again.
kick it in frustration and scream out in Old Draconic, "Come on, open!"
Old Rio. Did we have a crowbar?
Someone did at one point. That might have
Yeah,
been
I have
Digger.
one.
Oh, okay. Nia has one. Alright, so... Another athletics check, this time with no -2 penalty, Rio. Lysander, would you like to aid him?
I'll give him guidance.
Alright, go for it.
I'll give him guidance. Is the aid check a basic, or would it be the same DC as the door?
This would just be a 15.
Okay, I'll just use my assurance skill to
Alright.
aid him. So plus status bonus and +1 circumstance bonus.
There you go.
I basically jam it into the side of the door, pull against it, and then with both my hands and my tail, and then I prop up both my feet against the side wall, and then yank as hard as I can.
Very good. Athletics with +2, please. Well, you can just toggle the bonuses. That's not including +2, but that would be a 21.
Was it +2?
Well, it was the same bonus that
well.
you rolled last time, so...
Oh, I'm dumb. I have do I? No, wait, I don't. I thought I did, but I don't. I don't have assurance. Never mind.
You struggle and strain, but the door does not budge. Whoever sealed this place up did not want anyone, especially you, to get back in here.
I channel my spark
is it?
into my fist, and I take a stance, low, coiling up my tail, and then I just lash out with all my might.
Alright, regular athletics check. What were you gonna say, Lysander?
Well, I was like attacking the door, but sure.
He's just gonna say some meaningless words that won't stop him from blasting the door.
Does the guidance still apply?
It only affects one roll.
No.
Okay. Oh.
You can click
that was
reveal
fun.
on that, unless that was private. Right click and hit reveal. Can I do that? I can.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
Oh, okay.
A 30 is what you needed, so congratulations, you just completely punched down this door and dismantled the chains holding it in place.
Damn.
Someone really didn't want you
You're
in
like
there.
crawl, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But as you walk in, you see a long abandoned facility. For some reason, there are several piles of hay throughout this workshop, as well as an assortment of broken crates, broken tables, and one somewhat intact, although worse for wear, desk with a blue cloth over it. And there is a currently shut window right here, looking into something else, right above this other fine desk. And there's another door over here.
What? Hay? I hate hay. They get all stuffy under my scales.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind rolling and taking a nap in that hay.
Well, you wouldn't because you don't have scales. They get all over.
I'll examine this table.
Alright, give me a perception check, please.
Sure. Wow, everything's so low.
Man, that sure is a table.
Table.
More like a work desk of some kind.
I'm just
but
gonna search the room. Hopefully I'll find something useful.
Sure, give me a perception check. Holy shit! You rolled a natural 20. Well, it's a good thing, because there were tiers of things to find here based on how well you rolled. Alright, so, as you look around in awe and confusion at your old workshop, allegedly, Rio, you see, hanging on a round wooden disc that's mounted to the ceiling above the central desk, so, right above this desk, there's like a chandelier type thing. Hanging from that is a flask-sized bauble filled with seafoam green liquid that has streaks of purple swirling in it. There also appear to be several bones fastened in other spaces around this disc, albeit whatever meat they once held has long since rotted off. On the center of this table, you find a large clay jar placed prominently in the center, as if it was put there for a reason. You feel like it might be important. Another detail that you missed in your initial shock at the hay is there are several shelves mounted on the wall, like tiny shelves like you might see in a kitchen, for example. And across them, you see 3 cracked blue clay jars, each of which is sealed with a silver lid. That's what you initially see. There's much more, but I'll let you deal with that for now.
Okay, so a seafoam liquid vial, and then what was it? What was it next one? Before the large clay jar.
There were several bones also hanging on that chandelier, but whatever meat they held has long since rotted off.
I'm gonna go pick up the seafoam liquid and take a look at it and hand it to Nim. And then I'll float up to the chandelier and examine the bone.
Alright, so Nim, you can either give me nature or crafting. It'll take you 10 minutes. As you look at the bone, Rio, you can tell that these are animal bones. Without a specific check, you can't tell what kind of animals, but they're not large bones, so they were probably either like pigs or birds or rabbits, some sort of smaller animal. Nim, you just can't make heads or tails of this. It's a really weird color, kind of pretty, but that's about it.
Why does nobody label their potions?
You can, of course, try again. It'll just take you 10 more minutes.
I just pick out the bones and drop them from the chandelier.
Tunk, 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 tunk. They bounce off the wooden desk and onto the floor, the stone floor.
Did they look like they were like deliberately decorated on it, or?
Yeah, like I said, it looks like they're around this chandelier. There were several bones hanging there, like they used to hold maybe meat of some kind. It was a display of some kind, but there's no meat left on these bones. You still have no idea after 10 more minutes, Nib.
So there's the seafoam liquid, bones on chandelier, large clay jar. I'll go open it up and take a whiff.
As you open up the large clay jar in this
Very spoiled.
on the center of this desk, seems to call to you for some reason. Something seems important, and as you look inside of it, you see a shimmering reflection of a golden dragon's proud gaze peering at you from within the liquid.
Like, not my face, but a gold dragon?
Correct.
Oh. Does it look familiar at all, or at least ring any bells?
Given your current state of memory, it's hard to say. It definitely seems to be a proud, more aged dragon, so it's definitely not a youngling. Maybe someone you knew in your past life.
I'm gonna make faces at it and see if it mimics.
The face seems to recede along the waves of the liquid as you jostle it, leaving behind.
I basically just like make wacky faces, trying to.
Right.
Part
I'm
of
saying,
my
like,
mind wants to see.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying from like you picking up the lid and looking in, slightly shakes the jar, and it only just starts to take effect after you start making faces. And it's just a strange liquid that seems to glow golden.
I scoop up a bit and take a look.
Tastes like honey.
Is it viscous? Or is it like runny like water?
It seems to oscillate between both states simultaneously.
I look at the party and I say, do we have any empty potion bottles left?
I have a kit. I have a couple from the whatchamacallits, but I haven't had a chance to rinse them out, and with no water, like, they're not completely clean.
Well, I don't quite recall what this is, but it feels nutritious.
If you'd
Might
like,
quench your thirst for a while.
if you'd like to give me a will save, Rio, to see if you remember what it is, please do. Unfortunately, that's not quite enough. It continues to elude you.
Do me try to take a look at it? I could either see if it's magical or alchemical.
Sure. And then I give her any assistance if she needs a boost or a step stool onto the top of the
As
clay
he
jar.
lifts you up onto the table, Nim, and you look inside this large clay jar, what you see is a noxious, bubbling purple liquid that expels a hazy green fog.
Ugh. This looks gross.
What do you mean? It looks pretty nice, like honey.
No, it looks like poison.
Oh,
I'm gonna try and do a crafting check first to see if I recognize alchemical ingredients. So I'm guessing it's probably OOC, magical.
Go for it. Ooh, you have no idea. You've never seen anything like this before.
Alright, then I'm gonna switch to identify magic.
Sure.
he is a player. I know what this is connected to, but he doesn't know.
Once again,
Isn't that the struggle sometimes?
You've never seen anything like this before. You don't even know where to begin making heads or tails of it.
Oh, I hate that. And I have a hero point, but I just feel like I have to hoard them so much.
I will
Well, we're
just let
close
you
into
know.
session. I'm going to use a hero point.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'll let you know, even without the Frighten 3, you still will not have passed those checks.
So high checks. We're going to try. Hail Mary. Because you never know. You might get a natural 20.
Alright. You are not able to identify this liquid, but as you look up to the shelves in frustration, thinking, what could this possibly be? There are those cracked blue clay jars, sealed with a silver lid. And you seek a distraction. You need to change things up. You're hitting a wall here. So you go over and have Rio help you get one of those. And when you look it up, take a sniff of it, and you're able to identify that these are moderate elixirs of life. 3 of them.
Well, these are at least some sort of healing. They're moderate, I'd say, elixirs of life. I still don't know what this is. I'm leaning towards magical because you think it looks like honey, and I think it looks like a boiling, bubbling, noxious thing.
Does it reflect our states of mind, do you think?
There must be some sort of magical component to make it look so different. I don't know, Nia and Lysander, if it looks different for you guys even.
Oh, here, let me take a look.
As you peer into this large clay jar, Nia, what you see is a boiling silver liquid that seems to carry a hum with every bursting bubble.
Oh, it's like mercury bubbling.
Let me take a look.
Lysander, what are they talking about? There's nothing in this jar.
I don't see anything. I put my hand in there.
It feels just like a dry clay jar.
What does like Nia see though when I do that?
Nia, as he puts his hand in, you hear the sizzling of something almost like it's melting, and the bubbles intensify, almost letting out a chorus of some kind. Ding 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 doo doo doo, with every popping bubble.
No, don't!
So weird.
What's wrong?
Your hand.
I show her my hand.
What you see is the tips of Lysander's fingers are slightly burned as the skin has been peeled off.
Oh, are you alright?
What are you talking about?
You're burned.
Looks at my hand.
Bro, your hand looks fine.
I think we're going dungeon mad.
All 4 of us are seeing this, well, whatever its content is, different things.
And it
seems
is
to-
very hard to recognize. It's got to be magic. My training tells me it is, but what type it is, it's beyond my training currently.
Well, I don't know what you see in it, but I saw, well, initially, a reflection of a gold dragon. Like an actual fully fledged gold dragon. Pretty old too. Maybe it sort of shows us something about us. But Lysander's being empty, that's a mystery.
You know, the mirror, remember that? When I looked in the reflection, I didn't see myself either.
What mirror?
In the early parts, remember the 2 wings? There was the mirror affixed to the ceiling. Oh wait, you weren't there with
He
us.
wasn't here.
Anyways, there was a mirror affixed to the ceiling above a barricade of sandbags that were doused in blood. So it looks like the defenders didn't do too hot. But I think all of us had something different that they saw in the mirror at the time.
Huh. Maybe the mirror was made from this. Well, whatever it is. Could you hand me an empty vial? So far, it seems like I'm the one that can safely reach into it and take something out.
I give him one of the minor healing potion ones that we had used previously.
So there's definitely more liquid in here than that vial can contain. And the liquid seems to be
Yeah,
perfectly
I'm just gonna
fine
take a sample.
stored inside this jar. Okay. You fill up a small little vial. It doesn't even make a dent in the volume of the liquid inside this large clay jar.
Imaginary clay jar.
Let's keep it on us for now. Maybe it might help.
Did you also add 3
And then
moderate
I-
elixirs of life to your inventory, Nim?
Yes, I have the moderate elixirs.
Okay. Sorry, Rio, you were saying?
That's all I found in the room, right?
No, that was just the beginning of what you saw, and you were fascinated by the mysteries already. Turning away from that large clay jar, you begin just combing the floor, searching the hay piles, looking behind bookshelves, looking in the rotted crates, pulling out books, the rotted books, to see what might be stored behind them. You even find a hidden secret compartment in the back of this desk over here. And what you find are the following. Several large bulbous vials filled with a familiar red liquid. You find 20 of these to be precise. And Nim and the others, since you've had potions and Rio has not in his new life, you immediately recognize these as lesser healing potions. 20 of them.
Whoa!
Oh no.
This is
That's a
such
boss fight coming.
yeah, like this is such a save point. All the stuff we've picked
The
up.
rocket ammo.
Okay, so 20 lessers. Between
And
all of
a
us, that'd be
BFG.
5 each.
So 5 lessers to all of you. You also find 4 jugs, Rio, of a strangely red and brownish colored liquid that you cannot identify.
What do you got there, Rio? Do you want me to take a look?
Yeah, I'll show her.
Crafting, nature, or religion, please. Alright, you have never seen these before, but you have heard about them. You have read about them in books. These are moderate healing potions, 4 of them.
Oh, wow. These are moderate, like, healing potions. So, way better than anything we've had before.
And behind some of the rotted books and inside the hay, you find 4 small vials of glistening silvery white liquid, Rio.
4 vials of silver liquid.
Of silvery white,
And I
glowing
show it.
liquid, yes. So, name religion or crafting, please.
Yes, so 1 healing potion moderate for everyone.
Yep. 1 moderate to all of you.
Is that in the stash?
It is not in the stash. Nim. Although you have never used these, you've heard about them. These are small vials of holy water. So you have 4 vials of holy water.
These are consecrated water, holy water.
That's good to have.
Depending on what we have ahead of us, possibly very good to have. Do we want
hold
one
on.
person? Yeah, one person to take, or
I can hold on to 2 of them.
go for it. I don't think holy water is in my wheelhouse, but Nia, you seem to have some connection with Salsa Ha.
Yeah, I could take the other two.
I know you're on shaky ground right now, but I believe it'll get better.
And that is everything of note within this place. At least in terms of objects or items that can be taken. There's also a window closed here. It's a very large and narrow window, about 20 feet long and about 5 feet tall. Has a stone covering to it. And there's another door over here.
Would I recognize my own handwriting?
Where would you have something that's written of yourself?
I don't know. Maybe some kind of record, journal. If this is a workshop.
Oh, you
probably
mean like
there's,
of all the
some
books
sort
that
of-
are around here?
Yeah.
Why don't you give me a will save and we'll find out. You know how to write? Well, that's new.
Words? Pfft, weird.
I haven't held the quill in so long. I can't even. Dang it. And then I just look for the most centerpiece, kind of like the most frequently used book on what is assumed my workstation.
Yeah, there's a little book here that is very delicate and looks like it could fall completely apart at the wrong touch. It does look like there's ancient Elven written there, but it's very faded and parts of the page seem to have been torn in different places, maybe through decay or maybe someone came through here and disrupted your records. From what you can
Well,
read... Go ahead.
Whoever came into this room, they tampered with it, and they certainly know that I have a, pet peeve for hay in my dormitories. Ugh. They probably took away anything that's of value to me.
From what you can read on this page, it says, Day 305, Attempted Experiment Number 300. And that's all you can read.
To be fair, Rio, you don't seem like you were the popular person here, considering how we found you.
Made quite a few enemies back in the day. It's nothing new.
Well, was it Rio's own people that did that to him? Or was it an invading force?
Have we've talked about the mythos with Rio before, and he didn't remember, right?
Pretty sure.
Nope.
He seems to
pretty sure
only recognize that he doesn't like hearing about topographies.
Okay. Cool. Have we described to him any of the weird creatures we've run into? For example, what I'm pretty sure is one of the spirits of the forest that is now a bad corrupted one.
I mean, you met a few of those. I think you'd have to be more specific.
The bull one with like body.
You have not described
Flesh.
that. Rio did describe to you that shadowy beast was possibly an experiment that was born in this Forgotten Citadel.
Okay, and then what was the other creature? It was the purple, or
Yeah.
I keep thinking he's the purple guy, but
Yeah, he's a desiccated figure of gaunt purple skin. He had a strange black mask with feathers of some kind adorning it, like a sculpture of feathers.
and he said the knight was it, or did he say the beast guy was the experiment?
He said that Rio said that the shadowy beast whom you heard speaking and who ordered you to be trapped in here was an experiment of the ancient past that resulted
Okay,
from...
but not the knight in the armor, the black armor that has.
Don't know that you've explained either that guy or what you call the crazy guy to Rio.
I think after we're done exploring this area, this is maybe a safe spot to rest for a bit. And I just want to maybe see if some things that we've encountered maybe trigger some memories for you. If that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So, and she looks at the rest of the group and says, you guys feel free to chime in if I'm missing details, but I know we've talked about the shadowy beast creature that you previously said that might be tied to this place. But there's other stranger creatures and individuals we've run into, such as this kind of I guess lieutenant-ish position of, and she describes the slender man who is purple, gaunt, and she even tries to mimic his voice, so it's very like exaggerated.
Sure.
I don't know how to explain voice, but she tries to do all that, and then she goes on to talk about the knight, and then the flayed bull man thing.
Rio, please give me a will saving throw. This is going to be a tough one. You have no idea. You're not sure you've ever heard of anything like that before.
Sadness.
I'll use my hero point for it. I feel like this is important.
Alright, I'll let you have it, but you're supposed to say that before I tell you the result.
Oh, okay. Never mind it. Never mind. Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all good.
Doesn't ring a bell. They do sound like they share traits of, well, the corrupted abominations that were created back then. But I'm not recalling any specific names or yeah, I don't know what they do exactly.
That's fine. I just trying to unravel the mystery of this thing that nobody seems to have ever run across before, but it's huge, and then there's a giant bird that nobody seems to know, and then the forest is growing crazy, and all these things seem tied together, or I would assume are tied together with the guy ordering around an undead army, but you know, I was just maybe hoping you had some thoughts.
Well, if it's an undead threat you're worried about, I can face them just fine. And if it's, well, the unholy, like, I don't know, spirits and the intangible, I can hurt them just as fine too. So if anything else, I can be a decent, well, infantry for any fighting force if you need me to.
Yeah, but I'm also trying to figure out motive. Like, why are we doing what we're doing? And maybe that could help us identify the cause as well, so we could reverse what's happening.
Well, from what I can recall, you saying your lost friend, this digger, guided you all here trying to search for something that can help with the threat.
She was hoping for it, yeah.
Of the whole forest being corrupted, as you say, and the abominable creatures. Technically, you have found one person that can help with it, however minor. I'm not as strong as I used to be. Maybe there's something else, or maybe, well, not to brag, but maybe it's me. I don't know. I was very haughty back then, arrogant to the point of, well, excessive even. Especially after I gained my immortality at some point.
Okay, well, maybe when we're not, frightened out of our minds, we could revisit. Do we feel like this is a place to maybe lay down for the night? Do we need to keep exploring the room?
Rio, as she
It
just...
wouldn't-
Go ahead.
It wouldn't be a bad one, is all I'll say.
Rio, as she happens to just offhandedly and somewhat flippantly mention a large bird over here, that does spark something in your mind. You remember that you, in fact, as well as the ancient elves here, befriended an incredibly large bird of prey in the past and kind of had a symbiotic relationship with it such that it would protect this area for you. And in ancient Elven, its name was Atinandil, which means bird of glory.
A bird? The size of a fortress?
Yep. I mean, very, very, very large, and did almost kill Nia.
Oh, sorry to hear that. He's still around?
And following the Shadow Beast's directive.
That's not right. It used to work for us.
Not anymore.
It's... Well, I still remember its name, clear as day. Atanendil. Well, in your common tongue, it would be bird of glory. But to think it's turned tail and sided with the abominations, that's not right at all.
Yeah. It did try to kill us, and it did trap us in here.
Sounded like it was stopping all of you from coming in here, but collapsing the entrance would go against its instructions back then.
The directive, the Shadow Beast, was to not let us out.
Essentially to trap us inside here.
I see. Well, poor thing, still in servitude after so long. Was it bad to collapse? Did it look like,
Oh yeah, there was no
rubble?
way we were gonna go back out that way. Especially with our noodle arms.
Well, I might be able to move some rubble away. Can't really split rocks like I used to, but...
You all remember that hallway leading into here, and it was like a good 60 feet or more, which is now just pure rubble.
Yeah, I think we would probably die of starvation in water first. Or dehydration, not of water.
Well, I vaguely remember that entrance. Too bad I'm not what I used to be. Yeah, let's take a breather here. It seems like a good spot to catch our breaths. Hopefully we can find something like a back door past this room. I do remember that I liked convenience a lot. I hope that didn't change. The more I look at this room, the more, who I was felt like a stranger.
This doesn't exactly strike me as a bedroom. I am curious of what the next room lies.
Oh, but curiosity killed the cat.
And Rio, as you look around here, the sheer amount of supplies that were left here that presumably you or your compatriots created, seems like you guys at that time were stocking up for something, and judging by the quantity of goods left in here, you were stocking up for something big, but you can't for the life of you remember what it was or why you would have been so concerned about it.
Looks like there was some sort of big campaign that we were preparing for. All these supplies meant for combat and long-term travel. All this hay, maybe mounts, but still, we wouldn't put them here.
You feel like the hay was not a decision
So
you
far,
made.
can't really remember. Sorry. It was something big. We were preparing to face maybe an entity or a faction with a lot of preparation for conflict, physical conflict.
And another thing. Actually, did Lysander ever hear the ghost call him the traitor?
Hear the spirit in the other room call Rio the traitor?
Yeah.
Yes, a couple of times.
Why did the spirit call you a traitor?
I don't know. That doesn't sound like something I would do. If I were to confront someone or try to put out my opinion or try to change someone's ways, I would just do it to their face. Traitor seems very unlike me. And now that Nim mentioned the bird following orders from, well, another different entity completely, I'm starting to think some greater forces were at work and still might be today. Maybe I was enticed, blackmailed, maybe even magically charmed, I don't know.
Well, then why did you get strung up in a big room called a traitor with all these things pointing at you to murder you and Topogades carvings everywhere?
Well, Topogades is a bit of a sore spot for me. I don't exactly remember why, but I was annoyed every time I had to, well, associate with that god's concept in general.
Did you piss off Topogades?
Doesn't feel hostile though. Well, not really. It's more like I think I found out something that related Topogades to me and I didn't like it very much. But I think that was the extent of it. It wasn't anything more extreme than that.
So you maybe didn't like that you liked some of his areas of domain, such as beauty,
Maybe.
love, art,
Well,
lust.
The whole concept about figures also encroach into, well, territory of new discovery, research. And, well, maybe I didn't agree with some of them, which I can see why. The whole thing about the abominations was something I tried to fight against. And maybe his followers didn't like me having my own unique opinion about it and expected me to be a blind follower.
Did you ever struggle to maintain your own self-control?
No, not really. I always just did what I wanted. Struggled against people trying to enact my decisions. That is a plenty.
Okay, well, 'tis a mystery.
There are no shortage of mysteries. Like what's behind that door?
I really don't
Or
want
what's
to open
behind
the
this
door.
closed window?
Wait, there's a window?
Yeah, there's a large
Yeah,
stone
remember,
covering.
a huge window.
It's a 20-foot long and 5-foot wide, 5-foot tall window covered by a stone slab right now.
Covered by... Oh, I see why we
I think
sort of
it's
ignored
the lab room. You know, like the one-way windows. I think that's or one-way mirrors or two-way mirrors. Whatever those.
Just-
It's late. My
I
brain's
would like
short-circuiting.
I would like to experiment. Try to open that.
At least I'm not the only one.
Are you sure you haven't been celebrating too much with Sakura hypernacy? It sounds like you're a little bit under the influence.
both of us are on the struggle bus with words today.
So what would you like to do to the stone slab on the window?
first push it.
All right, you push it. It does seem loose, like it could be moved or removed.
But that's a big stone slab if it's 20 by 5
Yeah.
feet. Yeah, that's far big.
I'm gonna push it to the left.
All right, give me an athletics check. Sorry, as in you're trying to push it out of its current position, or just push it slightly to the left?
I was thinking like
Well,
he's sliding it.
I'm just sort of like wiggling it, see which way it goes.
Okay, so yeah, you push it slightly to the left, and it does. It's really hard to move with just one hand, but it does give a little bit. You just feel like you could push it that direction further. Maybe take it out of its slot.
Spaghetti arm.
And you cannot pick it up.
Spaghetti arm.
Try to push it, but it remains steadfast.
Rio, I request your assistance.
Yes, yeah, sorry about that. I think I made the decision to put this back in the day. I have a feeling I was pretty smug being the only one that can move this, so I could make sure I was always involved. And then I started to help him pull it.
Please give me an athletics check with an auto +1 from Lysander. I will be nice.
So I don't put in the +1?
No, you do. I'm just assuming Lysander wants to help you.
Oh, okay,
so.
okay.
Unless, of course, Ben wants to overrule that and say, fuck you.
Well, I do have assurance, so that's not even out
All right.
of the pale.
Is that including the +1? It is. All right. Takes you a little bit to remember how you crafted this window or how you crafted this seal, but eventually you figure out how to do it. It's very heavy. You have to hold it in the middle. It's much longer than you all. Everyone has to hit the deck to avoid getting smacked in the face as Rio turns around, and you carefully set the slab down. On the other side is an incredibly large circular chamber. A massive 60-foot tall and 30-foot wide barred cage hangs from the ceiling within. And trapped within the rotted cage with tar long congealed and stuck in a dripping state from the basin of the cage, you see what looks to be a blackish red bird, its eyes a dull burning coal flame, and it looks at you indignantly, Rio, and says, I am not glad to see you. This is what you see, and that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Told you it was the save point.
Well, it looks like a phoenix. But... Oh... I just came up with a theory of where Rio got his immortality. Well, things just got interesting.
Yeah, Rio, you seem kind of like a monster.
Yeah, you kind of a dickhead.
You're kind of a bad guy.
Well, his original personality would have been a bit more chaotic with immortality thrown into the mix.
It's what you die a hero or live long enough to become the villain.
Exactly.
Well, maybe he was always the villain. I don't know.